Hey everybody, Rich Lang with Prep You way outside the bunker today. Matter of fact, we are in my backyard behind the garage. One of the areas that well, this is the area that we grow our pumpkins. This is the area that we send them out that way, and then the granddaughter can watch the pumpkins grow. The reason we're here today, though, is the title kind of explains. We called it a backyard treasure / survival, kind of like a cache of supplies that you want to keep handy. You want to keep it, you know, if you have to leave or if you can't get back into your house for whatever reason and you need to resupply with some stuff, this is a great way to do it. It's safe, it's secure, as long as you don't have people seeing where you're doing it, obviously. But it's also for peace of mind. And how I do it is I split it between summer and fall, or summer and winter. Some of the stuff that I keep in this box, it changes just slightly. The box I'm going to pull out was buried in September. I dug it out to the point where I can grab it and pull it out. It was buried in September with the items that we're going to show you and go through. And it's time to bring it out. I'm actually going to be going to a larger container for this because there's a few other items that I want to put in here other than what we have in there. And I'll talk about that at the end. But let's pull it out. Let's see what happened. Let's see if it got wet on the inside or not. And I'll show you some tricks on how to for it not to get wet on the inside. All right, let's do this. All right, since I don't want to handle the stuff that's inside the box with dirty hands, we're going to use some gloves. So as you can see, I guess you can see, it's down here. We've already dug it out. Obviously this is like a garden area. It's a raised garden. I guess you can see it. You can see the plank here. It's, I don't know, 2.5 foot up. Dug down. Now the nice thing about this is this soil is really dry. When you bury a box like this, you want to have it in a well-drained area, okay? You don't want where it's going to get flooded or whatever, or water's going to stand, because it gives you a greater chance of your cache or your backyard treasure box to get full of water. Let's get it out of here. All right. So what we did is, here's the size of the box. Like I said, we're going to go a little bit bigger next time for some other items that I want to put in here. But we started with this, just a big old heavy-duty garbage bag. And I double wrapped it so that just a little, it was because it was a really big garbage bag, so I was able to wrap it up, knot it, wrap it around again, and then knot it again. Yeah, dry so far, that's a good thing. We had a lot of snow this year too. So, alright, I think we can move it over to here. So then I just got it in a regular garbage bag. And it's just, actually I tied it in a bow, so it isn't even really that tight. You still use this garbage bag. Probably could have used the other one if I went slower. Gosh, this is one of those scented bags. You can still smell the scent. There is no water on that at all. So that's pretty good. I can't complain about that. Let's see, I'll show you. So this is just a regular Rubbermaid container, okay? And I just used some packaging tape around it, and this is not wet at all. You would think there'd be some moisture from it being in the ground, but there really isn't. Let's reposition this real quick. So you can actually see what I'm doing here, and we'll reposition again. But yeah, it's just a regular Rubbermaid container, tape around it. What I did to make it easier, fold back a little tab. Comes all the way around. I think I did that. Yeah. There's the bottom one. And there's the sealed one. Some little moisture on that, but not really a big deal, which is kind of cool. Alright, so this is just a Rubbermaid container. This one doesn't even have the rubber gasket. I think I would find some with a rubber gasket, might help out a little bit. As you can see, this thing is packed full with stuff. And, well, I'll just pull it out and tell you, you know, the kind of stuff that's in here. Right on top, flashlight, batteries, knife, and multi-tool so you can get to it. Magazines. 2 magazines full, 9mm, 45. Those are the 2 I carry, so those are the 2 I'm going to have right on the top, ready to go. And that's what you really need this for, okay? Is, you know, for an emergency, you've made it back here, you can get it. Some clothes, a long sleeve t-shirt, 2 pairs of socks, a pair of underwear. There's a gaiter in here. There's also a couple bandanas. This is just stuff that, you know, if you need to change into or out of what you've had, because who knows how long you've had it on, there it is. It's all right there. This is one of the items that I'd want to increase. This is one of the items that I might want to put a pair of pants in here and a sweatshirt. Also, a knit cap in the winter. That's one thing I forgot to put in here when I made this, is a knit cap. In here, I've got Kleenex. Can also be used as toilet paper. Hard to put a toilet paper roll in here. Also, some paracord. There's a poncho, emergency poncho in here, and yes, that's a copy of the Constitution. I put copies of the Constitution everywhere. What else is in here? Drinking water. 5 containers, foil containers of drinking water. Now you got fresh water. You can even use this for cooking. That's something I didn't put in here. I could put in a freeze-dried meal in here, which will probably go in my bigger ones when I make it. 4x4s for medicine. Here is beef jerky, nuts, Cliff Bars, some paydays, all vacuum sealed. Okay, that's what you need the knife for. That's why you don't vacuum seal your knife. Just have it in a double. I'll show you. Double bag. There's your knife. Now you can get into your vacuum sealed stuff, so you're good to go. Don't vacuum seal your knife, and don't vacuum seal your magazines either. You know, there's no reason for that. There's no reason. As you can see, this stuff is perfectly dry. All right, there's a flashlight. There's extra batteries. Not even wet on the inside. All right, an extra 100 rounds of 5.56, and even though it doesn't look like it, this is green tip. And inside in the middle of this is oxygen absorbers. So just in case, you know, just in case this leak, just in case something happens, there's oxygen absorbers in here so nothing happens to the ammo. It stays nice and dry. We have a video on this, the 5 things you should always carry, which is actually more like 7. They're all in here. Your hand sanitizer, lip balm, a knife, another flashlight, more batteries, Band-Aids, lighter, matches, emergency blanket, wire, antiseptic, Band-Aids, and sterile preps. All right, or I want to say, check out that video, the 5 things you should always carry, because you should always carry those in your purse, in your backpack, in your briefcase, in your car, in your truck, or whatever. A couple extra emergency blankets. You don't know how many people are with you. Could be the family. I'd also suggest getting an emergency shelter. It's about this size, and you could put it inside here and vacuum seal them all together. Band-Aids, I guess I just threw these in here. I don't know why. A light stick, very, very important to have. Over-the-counter medicine. All right, because in here is aspirin, Aleve, Advil, Tylenol, and Tums. Pretty important to have, especially if you're hurting. And last but not least, of course, 2 full AR-15 magazines, vacuum sealed. Also vacuum sealed, 59, 50, 45. All right, and this, I'm telling you, it is not wet. There is no wetness in here whatsoever. So that's pretty cool on how all this stuff just stayed dry. And that was all winter, okay? September till, well, what is it? May 2nd? May 3rd? May 3rd already, May 3rd. So this is what I put in this one. And like I told you, like I said, I'm going to redo this one in a bigger container and set it up for summer, because I do not want to leave this all that long, just because of the food and stuff like that. I don't want to leave it underground, because I want to check it every 6 months is perfectly fine. Let me move that over. So that's your backyard cache, your you could call it your backyard treasure box, your survival kit, or whatever. So what did we talk about this? And this is just a start. This is just a conversation starter. You can do whatever you want to do in your backyard. You know, and it doesn't even have to be in your backyard. Let's say you live in a condo or an apartment. You could find someplace in the woods nearby your house and bury it there. You could have this in your car. You know, there's no reason why you can't have this in your car. Of course, your car could get jacked and everything. But so yeah, so I've got 2 mags of 45, 2 mags of 9, 2 mags of 5.56, and then the extra ammo you saw. Water, foil packs of water, great. They go in there really easy. It's not hard to, it doesn't take a lot of room. Your clothing, socks, underwear, long sleeve tee, a hat, baseball cap for the, in the spring and summer, a knit cap in the fall. You probably want gloves for the fall. A gaiter is always nice, cover your mouth. Who knows, what the atmosphere is. A couple handkerchiefs. And then in the 5 things I always carry, like I said, were hand sanitizer, emergency blanket, flashlight, extra batteries, knife, band-aids, anti-back cream, wire, matches, and a lighter. I also have a multi-tool in there. You saw that with the knife that's in there. And do not vacuum seal. If you're going to vacuum seal, don't vacuum seal your knife, your multi-tool, or your magazines. Definitely not. Got pain meds in there. There's 4x4s. Food, whatever you want, to put in there. But I suggest energy bars, chocolate, jerky, nuts, 5-hour energy, which I didn't have in there, did I? And then fruit snacks. Didn't have those in there either. But of course I wrote this after I put it all together and buried it. Other miscellaneous you might want to have in there. You might want to have sunglasses. It's a great idea. Just some old cheap pair of, sunglasses, $20 sunglasses. Reading glasses. Okay, if you need reading glasses or prescription glasses, put your last subscription glasses in there. It's not going to be that much from your last prescription. Reading glasses really helps, so you can read some of this stuff. And then, extra keys, maybe keys for your car, keys for your house. Prescription medication. If you can afford to have an extra supply, put some in there and then rotate it out every 6 months. And then special items that you might need for you and your family, and that's specific to you. Like I said, this is just a starter, just to get your brain going. Like I said, I'm going to a larger container. I'm going to add shoes and a jacket and a sweatshirt. A rain jacket, which there was a rain jacket in there, believe it or not. It's real small. It's about the size of an emergency blanket. It's nothing fancy. It's not, REI or anything, better than that, or Columbia or whatever. But it's just a regular raincoat and the emergency shelter. If you don't have that, you can get them on Amazon. It's just an aluminized blanket that's a tent, really. That's all it is. Then something controversial, because I don't know if I do this because I always have several with me all the time, but some people say put a firearm, put a pistol in there. I don't think I do that, just because in case it gets jacked, you just lost a firearm and now you gotta, go fill out all the forms to say, hey, I lost this firearm. So if it's used in the commission of a crime, they don't come back and get you. Of course, they might ask you why you have it buried in your backyard, but hey, it's like some of these guys say that, oh, I was lost in a boating accident. Yeah, okay. But that's it. That is your backyard treasure survival cache box, that you can bury. As you can see, perfectly dry, absolutely perfectly dry. And that container really wasn't made, you know, for being buried underground. It's obviously not made for submerging underwater. But again, we put it in a raised bed that drains well, because I have, you know, pea gravel and I have sand and I have, you know, other stuff. So I get really good pumpkins. My pumpkins are normally about that big, white and yellow. So maybe we'll show those this fall if we have a great growing season. So that's it. It's a really important video. It's another way to make sure that you have supplies in case you need them. What if your house burns down and you can't get the stuff that you need? You got it right here in the garden or out in the woods or in your car or whatever. So that's it. Thank you. Thank you, subscribers. Really appreciate it. Please pass this on to all your friends. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. We have 1,300 subscribers. We love that. We have lots of sponsors for us. I'm hoping that these guys, which is great coffee, by the way, I like their dark roast. It's really good. Gets me going in the morning. Medium roast is like, it just jacks me totally. But anyhow, there you go. Thank you, subscribers. Thanks for watching this video. Like I said, please pass it along, and don't forget, always be aware of your surroundings, no matter where you're at work, home, play, vacation, just taking the dog for a walk. Also, make sure you have enough food on hand for at least 72 hours, if not more, and also have food available to bug out if you have to. Let's hope you never have to. And also have a home treasure box storage that when you do come back and your house is ransacked, you have a supply right in your backyard that nobody knew about. And prep like your life depends on it, because it does. Thanks a lot. Take care. See you next time. Bye.